All right, you guys, this is breaking news. All right, so apparently Tyler Perry has been hit with a lawsuit for approximately $260 million. The plaintiff is a man by the name of Derek Dixon. And as you can see, what color he is, Tyler Perry about to be in deep trouble. Now, I just asked y'all make sure y'all have the same energy for Tyler Perry that y'all have for everybody else, because we know some of y'all uh black man haters are a big fan of Tyler Perry. But then again, black women are starting to turn on Tyler Perry based off he keeps putting out the same material. So you know what, I'm not gonna make this about taking shots at black women. Black men and black women as a whole are fed up with Tyler Perry and the material that he's been putting out and has put out over the years. They're just stale. They go nowhere. So apparently, this person says that he met Tyler Perry between 2019 and 2020 while working on the show The Oval Office, which I never watched that show. But apparently, Tyler Perry, according to him, made several advances towards him, that he groped him, that he touched him, and basically he threatened to kill his character off the show. You know, I guess when they had what you would call, what do you call that? The season finale, and he basically stated that Tyler Perry said if he got what he wanted, that he would make his character survive, and then also he said if he guaranteed Tyler Perry's special services, Tyler Perry would produce certain shows. So this is no surprise to me, because keep in mind there was another actor that insinuated that this type of thing was happening. Um, should I say the actor's name? It's been a few actors that have insinuated this, and then there were actors that suspected this about Tyler Perry. I mean, if you look at his history with the Medea movies, does this surprise you that he was sexually harassing men? Allegedly. We'll just say allegedly for now. I mean, let's be completely honest. Let's, for real. Let's take for real. Let's just take the cap off the jar. Let's just open this up. Let's unpack this. Let's be particularly honest. Is this a surprise that not only is Tyler Perry being sued for sexual harassment, that he's being sued by a man? And then, with that being said, and particularly a white man, are you surprised by that? Because Tyler Perry has long made it known that he doesn't care for black people that much as a whole. Because if you look at his material, that would that would be basically a clear indication. So this isn't no revelation. This isn't a shock. All it comes down to was, well, not if, when. And I looked at the details. I'm looking at the transcripts. I'm looking at what's going on. He said that Tyler Perry harassed him on several occasions. Said that he pinned him up against the wall and started groping him and stuff, doing a typical, well, if I get what I want, you'll get what you want. How could anybody be shocked by this? Like I said, this isn't the first actor that made these claims about Tyler Perry. And then there was one actor, I'll just say his name, uh, Christian Keys. Don't you remember what happened with Christian Keys when Christian Keys insinuated that somebody broke into his house, and he basically said that a certain guy was harassing him and basically tried to do the same thing to him, basically tried to sex him. Now, Christian Keys didn't say who it was in particularly, but many of us all believed and assumed and thought that it was Tyler Perry, because who else could he be talking about? So now I'm gonna say this to protect Christian Keys and to protect myself. Christian Keys didn't say it was Tyler Perry who harassed him. and made advances towards him. Like I said, many people believed it was Tyler Perry. So this can't come to this can't come as a shock. Hey, hey, Shakira, listen, we're not shocked. I can't wait to see what you have to say about this. Please send a link to in the comment section when you do a story about this. Nobody is shocked about this. So when I looked in the time feed and I saw the story, I got a text from the homie Torian Rain, and he said, "Well, they coming after Tyler Perry now." So maybe they felt that Tyler Perry was getting too big for his bridges. You know, Tyler Perry attempted to buy BET. They always do this. Didn't I tell you when this Diddy stuff and all this the Shannon Sharp? I told you that they was gonna have somebody else. Didn't I tell you that they were gonna get somebody else? They have an issue with black men in power. They do not want you to reach a certain status to where you can function 100% without them. So, as I said before, is anybody surprised by this? I am not surprised by this one bit. I'm not surprised one bit by hearing this news about Tyler Perry, because you've been hearing innuendos about Tyler Perry doing this type of shit for years. And then if you look at his background, if I'm not mistaken, Tyler Perry claimed that he, was violated. He didn't have a father around from my knowledge. So that explains why he has a lot of this vitriol towards black men, and particularly dark skinned black men. I mean, all you got to do is look at his TV shows. Now, of course, Tyler Perry's legal team has came out and said these are fabricated, allegations, and they're going to fight it tooth and nail. My thing is, I wonder if he's just going to settle. Now, I want to see how mainstream media is going to treat this, because, like I said before, and I find that ironic. Don't y'all find this ironic? Right when we smack dab in the middle of the Diddy trial, here comes Tyler Perry. Keep in mind, Tyler Perry is supposed to be a billionaire. So this man has made over $1 billion off of basically exploiting and basically disrespecting, making fun of, emasculating black men, demonizing black men, um, putting black women in movies and situations where they're just in dire straits. This man does nothing counterproductive for black people or the black community. So nobody can be shocked by this. I don't think nobody can. Listen, as a black man, I tried to give Tyler Perry a chance. I tried to give him a chance several times, but it just got to the point to where you just have to say, okay, man, enough is enough. I mean, I tried to watch a few of his TV shows, but after a while, it was just like the same premise. And then, okay, Tyler Perry, for a guy that's supposed to be a devoted Christian, he sure seemed to have a theme, and he seems to have themes and a theme for men on man action. I mean, watch that show Ruthless. First of all, that show Ruthless is just deplorable, where you just have people in a cult to where everybody's having sex with each other. The man is having sex with the man is having sex with women and men. It's just deplorable. And I don't understand why he hasn't been called out for this type of stuff. You look at his other shows. He puts that in his films, but he's supposed to be a devoted Christian. And this is why a lot of black men have walked away from the church. This is why people don't take the church serious anymore. This is why why people have walked away from the church. And at the end of the day, you supposed to be a devoted Christian, so you say, but then you a 6'5" black man walking around in a dress. And really your bread and butter was the whole Medea thing. So how can anybody be shocked by any of this? How could this come across as a shock to anybody when you've been seeing this type of material for years? And let's just keep it 100. If Tyler Perry, the stuff that Tyler Perry puts out and the way he has projected black men and black women in certain type of ways, if Tyler Perry was white, he would be called a racist. And then not to mention Tyler Perry is a colorist too, because if you look at a lot of his movies, the man that saves the day usually is a light-skinned dude. Just keeping it a buck. And I'm glad that I was one of the first people that's like in my circle, in my space to break this story, because I'm telling you right now, in a few hours, this should be everywhere. But like I said, if you look at the details, this man said that this went on for a while. Said he was inviting them into his trailer and all this kind of stuff. Now, if you look and do research on Tyler Perry used to be hands-on with a lot of his shows. He used to like to write them, produce, and direct. And I'm gonna just say something. Tyler Perry is a lousy writer. He's a one-dimensional writer. Okay, and Tyler Perry also have another lawsuit against him about a show that he has you know that he has airing currently on Netflix. It stars the lady that used to play on Steve Harvey. So actually, this is the second lawsuit Tyler Perry has against him. The other one he has against against Tyler Perry Productions, because basically they stole the premise of the show from an actual group. And then he now has this lawsuit. This lawsuit was filed I think on Friday. I think this lawsuit got filed on Friday, and I guess now it made its way to the media. They don't keep nothing private. But yeah, Tyler Perry has another lawsuit by a foundation that basically claimed that he stole the premise for one of his shows from them. So he actually has two lawsuits. Well, I didn't want to. Well, yeah, Christian Keys, I don't want to like put him, I don't want to like, put his name out there, but Christian Keys, many people, like I said last year, when he said that somebody broke into his house and basically Christian Keys showed all these guns and weapons that he had in his house. He said, yeah, man. He said, if you don't leave me alone, he said, I'm gonna expose you. But we all believe that Christian Keys was talking about Tyler Perry. Now I wonder who else is going to come out and basically say, "Hey, Tyler Perry did the same to me." Now I don't know if I'm not mistaken, you can also look this up. Shakira, you can also look this up. Alfonso Rivera said, if I'm not mistaken, he said he would never in life ever work with Tyler Perry. So it's not just Derek Dixon. It's not just Christian Keys allegedly, but Alfonso Rivera said he would never in his life ever work with Tyler Perry. So now this is starting to show up everywhere. Yeah, Um, Probably within the next few hours, you're gonna have quite a few people talking about this. Because let's just keep it a buck. A lot of people is not fond of Tyler Perry. I'm not fond of Tyler Perry. I'm not a Tyler Perry fan. You know, when he first came about, like 20 something years ago, I tried to give him a chance because he was black, and I tried to support him. But then, just along the way, it just started to get stale with the type of material. Because I mean, all it is with Tyler Perry is pretty much the same premise, and all he does is switch the actors out from I Could Do Bad by Myself to Fall from Grace. I mean, it's just always the same thing. Mia Copa. I mean, I didn't even watch that movie, but you already could look at the premise. Divorce in Black. It's just like, goddamn, dude. Can you ever make a movie where you have a productive black woman and a productive, um, yeah, I mean, come on, and a productive black man? Why can't you make movies? Listen, if Ryan Coogler can do it, Tyler Perry can do it. Why can't you make movies where the white people is the villains? Because in real life, they pretty much are the real villains. I'm just saying, why can't you do something more productive? Yeah, Chase, I knew you would show up. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not nobody's surprised by this, what we're talking about in the live stream. I can't say I didn't see this coming. I'm not surprised by him being sued for sexual harassment, and I'm definitely not surprised by uh who he's being sued by, which is a man. I don't think nobody's here surprised by this. How could we not? I mean, do you see me like not Tyler Perry, not Tyler Perry, not Medea, not Mister? I can do. I mean, come on, man. Nobody is surprised by this. Well, I'm pretty sure Cat Williams is somewhere smiling. Now the question is, who's gonna come forward? Because I promise you, there's gonna be more. Don't be surprised if more men start filing lawsuits against this dude. So now, do we label Tyler Perry a pervert? Do we label Tyler Perry a creep? Because Tyler Perry gave me those type of vibes. And the problem is with Tyler Perry, whenever you ask Tyler Perry, he would get very defensive when people would say, "Hey, Tyler, people in the black community want you to do something different." And then he would say that we had low IQs and all this kind of stuff, and this stuff is meant for black people. Who? Who? And it's who? I done met some black men and black women in my life that's thriving, that's getting it. I done met some fantastic black men and black women in my life. So who could he be? You know, who is he referring to? How can you have a low IQ and it is clearly what he's doing? You understand every premise. If okay, here's the thing. If you got a whole bunch of different people from different places basically saying the same thing. If you got a woman in New York and a woman in LA, a woman in who knows where, um, Texas, Florida, Pennsylvania, Illinois, saying the same shit about Tyler Perry, saying why does Tyler Perry continue to put out this type of material? We can't all have low IQs. No, we have high IQs is because we are prevalent and we understand what's going on and we are tired of it. We are tired of it. We have asked this man to stop projecting us in these type of ways and he continues to do it and he's turned this into $1 billion entity. And Tyler Perry have to understand at the end of the day, No matter how much money you got, you still black, you still a Negro. And you know, when somebody that don't look like you say something about you, oh now, oh wow, they're about to start paying attention to this. I mean, didn't you hear what he did to Monique? Yeah, I mean, didn't you hear about him getting into it with Monique? Didn't you hear what Monique said about Kevin Hart double crossing her? Where he said, "Hey, I'm gonna talk to Tyler Perry and Oprah, and we gonna see can we fix this situation." And Tyler Perry said that I don't even want to go down this rabbit hole anymore. So, what you expect? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. When they dig up some dirt or something happens with Curtis Jackson, I'm not gonna be too disappointed because dude got a long history of being an agent, and he loves only starting feuds with black people and kicking black people, kicking them when they down. I don't respect a nigga that can't get along with his own son. This man tweeted calling his son a bitch ass nigga and all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, listen, at one time, my son's mother tried to come in between me and my son, but I didn't let it happen. At the end of the day, me and my son's mother, we in a good place. She was young. Um, she was young. She wasn't thinking correctly. We moved on from it, but I didn't let her come between me and my son. So at the end of the day, that's 50 Cent's job. And it ain't looking too good for 50 Cent because one of his sons can't stand him. And then, you know, the other BM, well, she was a pass around by Diddy. And now I understand why, Curtis got such vitriol and hatred towards, Sean Combs. So when something happens with him, I'm not even gonna care. I may sit up and gloat like he likes to gloat. But I'm gonna try not to go that route. But once again, getting back to Tyler Perry, I'm not surprised. I don't think anybody is like, oh, not Tyler Perry, not good old Tyler Perry. I'm shocked. Tyler Perry is being accused by man of sexual harassment. When I've listened, let me tell you something. Before I even read the article, when they said Tyler Perry is getting sued for $260 million, I said, watch these allegations be by a man. And then lo and behold, when they had the name of of the accuser, and I looked his name up and I said, oh wow. I said, okay. I said, wow. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. All right, you guys, I'm back. So had to take a quick phone call, but all right, you guys, I'm back. So had to take a quick phone call, but nevertheless, so what's the next move now? I wonder how many people are going to come forward and say, "Hey, he did something to me too." And I find it ironic. Like I said, when I read the article, I said, "Watch it be a man." I wasn't surprised at all. I wasn't surprised at all. I, my jaw didn't drop. I wasn't like, "Oh wow, it's a man." I would have been shocked if it was a woman. Oh, there's text messages? See, I didn't even know there was no text messages. See, I haven't dug that deep right now. I just did, I just really, you know, dug into, an outer layer of what's going on. I'm not finna, dig too deep into this, but basically you know, I'm basically putting it out there for y'all to do your own research, and basically if you are content creators, um, basically discuss this. Like I said, I don't think anybody that's listening to this video, this stream, is surprised by this. Nobody is in shock. Nobody is falling on the floor saying, "Oh, not Tyler Perry." Anybody but Tyler Perry. Oh wow. So they got text messages. So basically Tyler Perry is admitting that he is a pirate. Listen, well, if I'm Tyler Perry, he better write it. If I'm Tyler Perry, he better write a check. Oh my God. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this. Well, what's gonna happen is Tyler Perry's team is gonna say that that they're doctors, that is AI and all that kind of stuff. That's gonna be their cap. Well, here's the thing. What happens next? So is anybody surprised? So, well, this makes Christian Keys look more, this vindicates Christian Keys even more. All I'm saying is I expect more dudes to step up. Oh, Shakira, I believe you. I believe you. I would have been shocked if it was a woman. Nobody ain't shocked by no man coming forward. Is anybody? Nobody is shocked. Do you see me saying that not Tyler Perry being accused of a man? But like come on, like now all we got to do is wait and see what's gonna come out of this. Wow, did not know they were Texas. So anyway, you guys, I'm waiting for a phone call. We will continue this discussion later on. I'm out. Appreciate you guys.